unwavering determination to perfect the political freedom of indignity. Our forefathers' historic struggle to vindicate our unemployment, indignity, and vulnerability has been daunting. Yet, with flexible consistency which is innovative, pragmatism that is also hopeful, and faith which transcends ordinary decision-making. We recognize that spirit even now. It lives in the heart of every Kenyan who wakes up early to give their best, try their luck, knock on doors, and chase their dreams. We are enduring cold rain in pursuit of livelihood. We also witness nurses, police officers, extension officers, and villages, all corners of our great republic. This noble ethic of willingness to struggle by working hard and embracing risk, and of determination to achieve positive change in great leaps as well as in little installments, has brought us far and will take us beyond the horizon of our destiny. Today, I join all Kenyans to celebrate our magnificent collective achievements and the spirit of brave endeavor which inspired them 60 years ago into democratic maturity, enhanced economic freedom by empowering enterprise, and expanded social freedom by securing violence, do-or-die affair by which neighbors, colleagues, and even relatives were incited into hatred in the name of political competition. In this dark era, the tribe was the fundamental term of all political engagement and the master variable of democratic contest. Many highly respected experts and eminent persons confidently affirmed that Kenyan politics is inherently tribal, and many leaders designed their political parties, policies, and campaigns on the basis of raw political appeals. Leaders also made sure that political discourse revolved around personalities and the private interests of a few privileged individuals, and not the aspirations of the majority. Some used political parties as political vehicles to access the high table, where important decisions were made, and exploited their ethnic constituencies to negotiate a bigger share of public resources, as well as positions of power and privilege in the service of private ends. For decades, Kenyans understood that this perverse political culture not only defiled our democracy, but also obstructed the spirit of daring and achievement, arresting our collective progress. The people of Kenya, therefore, yearned for freedom from the tyranny of political personality cults, toxic tribal discourse, and the violence they engendered. They desired a more unifying, cosmopolitan framework of engagement, encouraged inclusive negotiations, and a collective means of pursuing them. In the last general election, the people of Kenya finally broke free. The campaign was conducted purely on the basis of important national issues, foremost of which were economic issues. Not only did Kenyans reject the old divisive politics of tribe and tribal chiefs, but they also demanded and interrogated well-considered party manifestos with detailed plans for economic transformation. As a result, although the election was closely contested, it was the most peaceful in the multi-party era in Kenya. And I want to congratulate all Kenyans for being participants in this great feat. Our public discourse and political discussion and the agenda of social debate has changed for good. Substantive policy issues continue to define the national conversation well beyond the election, At the moment, there is a robust debate on the finance bill taking place everywhere. All media platforms and busy markets, as well as in urban and rural gatherings. We are truly a trailblazing nation. Many countries struggle in vain to generate a national debate on public financing, taxation, or other policy issues. In Kenya, we have remained issue-oriented, and there is no hint of divisive ethnic rhetoric at all. The cost of living is keeping all leaders, including myself, awake. It's not about whether it is a tax or a contribution. Their attention sharply focused on the housing contributions is an implicit expression of ownership. People desire better information and stronger assurance. Investment and resources and housing fund has opened our eyes to our emergence in shaping public policies and making institutions all sovereign power below democratic maturity. Today, Kenyans of this generation honor patriots who went before us in this celebration of a noble and historic achievement. Kenya also set a new high in election management and faithfully relayed voter and ascertain results. This and before court in response to fewer petitions filed, 120, the last well-being, the first around expanding